Hideaway, Hideaway, Hideaway.
Hey everyone, I'm here with my reindeer friend, and we're going to be live on TikTok today at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. That's at the Puppet Hideaway on TikTok. Watch us! Yeah! Hey everybody, I'm here with my reindeer friends. Hey, please join us today live at the Puppet Hideaway on TikTok here at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern Time as we wish our reindeer friends a good, safe trip back to the North Pole and say hello to 2022.
Hello, official, and welcome to our reindeer celebration. It's New Year's Eve, and it's a special time. So I thought I would invite friends, family, fans to come join us here in the Puppet Hideaway. Let me know what you think of the music, what you think of everything. So here's what I sort of had in store, and let me tell you sort of the background of the concept behind what I wanted to try to do here today. And that is, as you know, as we get ready during the holiday season, we have all the fun of Christmas, and we set everything up, and we do all that, and we had a lot of fun here at the Puppet Hideaway. We went a little crazy, and the reindeer came, and if you guys have been watching the shows here on this channel, you would have seen that, yeah, Ima and I were out on the balcony just chilling when, lo and behold, who was in the sky? But it was Santa Claus. What? Are you kidding me? No, don't act like you haven't heard this story before. Yeah, so it was Santa Claus with his reindeer. And he came, and he had a very special request. He basically said, you know, we all understand that Santa's a busy guy, and he had Christmas covered for all the children of the world. You know, that's his specialty, right? Making sure that Christmas is a magical time for the kids. But what he needed some help with this year was making Christmas special for the pigs, the aliens, the monsters, the farm animals, the unicorns, all of the creatures who, over this past year, have found their way to the Puppet Hideaway. And, oh, boys, something just happened there. That was fun. I don't know, I don't know what exactly that was. It looked like bumper cars. Yeah, I guess there were some flags and some bumper cars. This is going to be a fun little New Year's Eve party, I can tell. Because, yeah, you guys, if you guys throw little crazy things our way, I'm going to be very confused because I don't really understand what any of this stuff is about. But, yay. Oh, okay, thank you. I guess I'm getting roses, and I think I got a donut. And we haven't even started yet. So we're off to a good start. Yes, we are. Oh, boy. Keep it up, Eric. Don't screw up. Okay, I will try my best. So I was trying to give you the setup before you interrupted. That's okay. It's all right. We're very special. Trying to give you the setup of what was going on with Reindeer Holiday this time this year in December at the Puppet Hideaway. So, Ima Nutton, who's one of our favorites here at the Puppet Hideaway. Yeah, she's very welcoming. She's a very lovely, lovely character. I'm sure you guys have hopefully met her. She's the one who sings the welcome song to all the little characters when they arrive at the Puppet Hideaway. Anyway, she said, sure, Santa, no problem. Happy to help you out. So, the reindeer all sat down with all the different characters who've made the journey and arrived at the Puppet Hideaway. And each of them described what was what would make a nice gift for their special type of character. So for the elephants, you know, it's winter, they get cold, they wanted blankets. And, the monsters wanted to feel understood. So they asked, they thought that, Christmas cards or, greeting cards would be a nice way of sharing some goodwill with them. So it was great. Could you tell us, how it worked out? Did you make it? Oh boy, yes, we had all sorts of reindeer battalions out and we took care of it. Sure, the famous reindeer and Rudolph, took care of the kids, along with Santa Claus and all the elves and the toys, etc. But yeah, this year, us reindeer really got to shine. We were given our own special mission, and that was to bring Christmas to everybody else. Yes, the monsters, the aliens, the unicorns, the monkeys, yes, the farm animals. Who am I forgetting? Oh my god, there was just so many. Oh, the frogs! Oh, can't forget the frogs. Well, great. Well, you did a good job. So, now we're at the time of year, oh, thank you for somebody shouted out. I'm their favorite TikToker. Well, great. Yay. Thanks for that. Wow. Favorite. That means a lot. There's a lot of people on TikTok. So anyway, so now the time has come, right? We have a new year ahead. What? Yeah. A brand new year. 2022 is on the horizon. It's just hours away as we speak. And, oh, hey, that was cool. Oh, love that. Oh my gosh, you guys are having fun. That's cool. Yeah. You got a little royal crown there, buddy. Anyway, so as we're looking forward to the new year, that means a whole year of new fun shows and lots of fun, more new and exciting puppets to share with you. There's so many puppets that we have, or characters here at the Puppet Hideaway that you haven't met yet. So 2022, trust me, yeah, please follow us if any of you guys are new and aren't familiar yet with our channel and everything. Yeah, check out the Puppet Hideaway. Lots more in store. If you look at our profile, you'll see a lot of the stories from before of the other characters who've made their way. Some of the things to look forward to right now, we have the cat and the mice are kind of having a bit of a competition. They're sort of battling amongst each other. Ooh, pretty. Those were lovely lines. The cats and mice were doing their thing. And then when their show's over, then the next one coming up we're going to have is the dog show. And that's where we have all sorts of wonderful dog puppets and breeds who are competing for best in show. Then on the horizon, looking ahead to further in 2022, we have dragons. There are dinosaurs, pirates, mermaids. I'm trying to think of all the other categories. Anyway, lots more fun stuff in store. But now is the time of year where, yeah, the reindeers have had their story. They've had a lot of fun. We've all worked together to make sure that the holidays were special for, everyone other than the kids at Christmas. Santa took care of the kids. And, yeah, so it's time for us to kind of say goodbye to our reindeer friends because they are going to head back to the North Pole. Yeah. So, I'm glad for you all to join us, and I want to, before they all leave, I wanted to take a minute to reconnect and, visit. I don't know if you guys feel this way too, when you have all your Christmas decorations are out and stuff, and oh, it just feels so great, doesn't it? You have the tree set up with all the lights, or you have all the fun stuff, and then this is the time when, you're supposed to be all excited about the new year, but there comes a little bit of sadness because it's kind of the same time that a lot of us put this stuff away. We take down the fancy lights and the pretty lights, and we, do all this stuff. And, yeah, but it doesn't have to be, right? We replace it with new fun stuff with the fun year. So, with that, thank you guys for joining me here live. Please let your friends know that we're gonna meet all the reindeer one more time. And we're gonna have a little fun afternoon together. Hopefully this can be your little pre-New Year's Eve party. I guess it's 5 o'clock on the East Coast, but I realize in Europe and everywhere else, yeah, they're full on celebrating bringing in the new year. Okay, so yeah, with that we are we've got a few little locations for our show today, and I would ask also that you guys please bear with me because this is kind of new for me. I haven't done a lot of lives, so I will try to make it as seamless and fluid and professional as possible. But you know, we're all human, and I'm working with reindeer here. Whoa, what? I don't appreciate that. We are professionals. Yes, of course you are. You are the best. I mean, I think you have the Postal Service, UPS, FedEx, and Amazon all beat, right? None of them deliver like you guys do. Why, thank you, Eric. We appreciate the nod. All right. One other thing I thought might be kind of fun for us to do is, as we meet the reindeers, if you guys find a reindeer that you like especially, you can tap your screen, and that's a like button, and that means you like the reindeer. And if you like the live in general, or the Puppet Hideaway, then you want to hit something else. I think you hit the Puppet Hideaway icon up in the top of your screen, and I think that's how you become a follower, if you're not already following me. We are very busy here at the Puppet Hideaway. We try to post every day, and oh, hi. Okay, so it'll decline for me. Hey, we may have time to go live with people later and have guests, but let me get through the beginning portion here and get through my reindeer bits. And again, I apologize for those of you who want to go live with me. We're doing baby steps here. I'm kind of learning this as we go. I was, where were we, right? I was giving them the philosophy on the Puppet Hideaway. I hope I'm not losing people with my my little pitch here. That's the point of the Puppet Hideaway. We hope that you guys can watch our videos and hopefully get a good laugh, get some little positive vibes. Remember that we can't take life too seriously. Sometimes you gotta throw on your little reindeer onesie and just take a minute to, have a little fun with life. So with that, why don't we get on with the show? What do you think? Oh, super! Okay, I'll tell you what. So we're gonna go. We're gonna move, and we're gonna go meet some of our reindeer friends. So here, come with me. Here we go. Dun 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 dun. All right. Woohoo! Okay, and oh boy. All right. So I'm gonna need. Put on some little reading spectacles here. If I want to try to read the screen, I'll probably have to get this a little closer. Okay. Sorry, you gotta go. Whoever's gotta go there. X-Roll Ray. X-Ray Ray. Thanks for joining us. Happy New Year. I'll try to respond to you guys. I did plan that I would do definitely a little Q&A at the end. So that we can, we can get to know each other better. I don't know if you guys have questions for me, want to know what I'm all about or what this is all about. But let's go ahead and let's start meeting some reindeer, shall we? I'd like to start by introducing this first little fella to you. And he's actually got a few friends. Here they are. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, look at you guys. And, oh boy. And these are from a company called Folkmanis Puppets. And I don't know if those of you who are watching us right now are familiar with Folkmanis, but they make some really, really incredible... Oh, Happy New Year's, everybody. They make incredible puppets. And I'm especially a fan of this particular one because... I think in the world of puppets, this is a holiday classic. They really captured, the look of the reindeer. And they do a really nice job with how the the entry point to the puppet. It actually varies depending on, you know, their designs. And I think this one is very great because it's very subtle on the underbelly of the reindeer, so that as you're controlling the puppet here, you can see, you know, you don't even really notice that there's a hand there. And it's got, you know, really great range of motion. And they just do an exceptional job on some of the smallest little details. Like there's this really fine embroidery pattern here on his reins, and he's got really nice fur, and I love the fact that he's got the long pile fur around his little hoofs there, and they give him a little hump as a little reindeer hat, and I mean, check that out, even his little tail, lots of cute little accents. And they do, and this is there's a thing in plush called, you know, it's sculpting, and it's where you design the patterns in such a way to give, you know, three-dimensional looks to characters. And again, Folk Manus does a really super job, and this little guy, I think, is just incredible. Why, thank you, Eric. You've really just gone out of your way to brag about me, and I just thought I was just a reindeer. Well, you are. And now, I also wanted to tell you that they make great puppets, but when it comes to the little personality behind the puppets, you know, that takes the puppeteer, and you know, anyone who's a fan. Once you put one of these little characters on, you'll find they just come to life, whether you like it or not. And I wanted to give you a little peek as to what goes on with these little characters, and let them speak for themselves and give you some insights into, you know, some of the misconceptions about reindeer. Oh, yes, why, thank you, Eric. I'm so glad you gave us a chance to speak. I've been waiting. Yeah, well, you know, in this reindeer show, we're glad that we're getting a little bit of attention. And when I say we, I'm talking about the non-Rudolphs. Do you even have to bring him up? Yeah, I know. Rudolph. Gosh, that's all you ever hear over the holidays. I know, right? And nobody really knows the truth. Yeah, but hey, we've got an opportunity. Let's tell everyone. Yeah, let's shed some light on this Rudolph situation, shall we? Yeah, okay. So, first of all, we don't understand why Rudolph is blowing up all over social media, right? What is the red nose? Yeah, right? In the story, that's supposed to make him a freak, but instead, that makes him super popular. Yeah, it's a little crazy to me. Yeah. He's all over TikTok. They're writing all these songs about him. Rudolph. Yeah, all the rest of us, all we get is like a mention in like one of the choruses. Yeah, and we get such a bad rap in those songs too. Like, they say that we don't invite Rudolph to the reindeer games. Yeah, well, there's a reason for that, and it's not what you think. No, not at all. It's just that Rudolph has such a big ego, there's not enough room for him and his ego on the field. Am I right? The entourage, everything? Come on. Yeah, and you know, it's not that we're mean to him. We just you know, we just don't like the fact that it's just all about him all the time. Hey, well, sorry guys. I'm glad that you got to speak your mind and share with people how you feel. But I think you're going to find out in our little reindeer show today. Yeah, we are going to talk a little bit about Rudolph. We have some fun Rudolph little characters to share with you. Yeah, we get it. Trust me, the character, he's been around for a long time. So, yeah, we're used to it. Yeah, we're fine. We get it. Everybody have fun with Rudolph. But just don't forget us. You know, we matter too. Thanks. So, okay, so now, like, with that, we've met our Folk Manus reindeer puppets. And as we're speaking about the other puppets, maybe you guys can help me as we try to name, right? This is always sort of the fun thing that we do in the holidays, right? And it would help if I could remember the song, but let's go ahead and go there. So there's Dancer. Oh, okay. And here's one of our little reindeer plush. And I think these guys are really, really fun. They've got a little beanbag in the back there that helps them sit. And again, as I'll talk about when I'm describing plush, I love the way that they are positioned. You know, does the plush stand? Does it sit? I'm sure you guys have had some of those little characters that are, they're always a little sad. So when you find a manufacturer that goes that extra step and puts in like a little weight or something to make sure that the character, sits the way he's supposed to, I think that's really cool. So with that, okay, so we got Dancer, and then now, okay, somebody, thank you. Okay, Prancer. Ho! All right, we got Dancer and Prancer. Can anyone else help us out here? Who's next? Dancer and Prancer. Okay, wait, who is it? Dancer and Prancer are the first in the song? The famous reindeer of all, Blitzen! I got a Blitzen! Oh, hey! All right, we got Dancer, we got a Prancer, and we got a Blitzen. Now, Blitzen is German for lightning, right? And then that means if we're going to have lightning with the Blitzen, then don't we have to have thunder, which I believe is Donner in German, auf Deutsch? Do we have any Germans in the group? Can we, yeah? So there's Donner and Blitzen. So we have Dancer and Prancer. Yeah, Comet. Yeah, woohoo! Here we have our little Comet for you, Comet. And then it's kind of easy because, yeah, Donner. Okay, we had Dasher and, wait, well, what do we have? Dasher and Dancer. Donner and Blitzen, Comet, Cupid. Woo! Cupid's in the house. All right. So Dasher and Dancer and Donner and Blitzen, Comet and Cupid and oh my gosh, who are we forgetting? Anyway, here they are. For those of you who are watching, Donner, Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Comet, Cupid. Who are we forgetting? Oh, yeah. Thank you there. There's the most famous reindeer of all. Donner and, Dasher and Dancer and Donner and Blitzen, Comet and Cupid. And Prancer and, do we get Vixen? Let's get our little Vixen in here. Woohoo! And again, I love the little accent there. Now you see, sometimes they'll use fur. They'll use a pile plush instead of fur. And that's sort of manufacturer's choice. Sometimes that comes down to cost or whatever. But there we go. So that brings us to. Did I get them all? The most famous reindeer of all, Sven! I bet you thought I was going to say Rudolph, didn't you? But hey, I would think that I think Rudolph actually has his competition now with the success of the Disney Frozen movie franchise. That Sven is. Do you guys remember Sven from the Frozen movies? He is Kristoff's little reindeer buddy, who actually, I think, steals the show in the Frozen movies. And I really love this particular little version of the character because he has just got those wonderful sparkle antennae. Antennae. No. I'm sorry. Antlers. Let's get that right. Antler. And he has a lot of run for his money. And yes, Disney's doing well with him. So now, one thing that I think is kind of interesting to see when we look at some of these characters, when you're looking at like a licensed character who comes, from a franchise like Disney, you can see some of the variations in coloration. And one of the things that they strive for in consumer merchandising is to keep the colors consistent. And I thought this was actually a nice example to explain that. This is the Disney There you can see it. So I'm not making this up. That's the Disney Frozen Sven pillow plush. And as we're describing him, all right, this is so great. Are you guys familiar with pillow plush? They were big a few years ago. But yeah, like, oh, he's a lovely soft pillow for you to sit by the fire. But then you can put him together there, Velcro him up, and now he's your little plush character. And I guess you can still kind of, you can cuddle with him. You can kind of lean on him, whatever you got going on there, right? So, but if you'll notice on this character, look at the difference between the color of his little muzzle area there versus this character, right? And you see how the colors vary quite a bit between these two characters. So if I were in quality assurance or product development, one of these would be in trouble. And I'll give you guys a little bit of insight into how this stuff works. There's actually little color chips they're called PMS colors, and they actually will assign a color chip to a character's, the different color areas on a character, and then you have to match those with the color chip. However, when things get mass produced and there's a lot of variables that can go into why these might change colors. But I'm getting into kind of into the weeds and the little technical bit here. The bottom line, oh my gosh, these guys are both adorable and I love them. So they're Sven the reindeer. But okay, we can't forget the most famous reindeer of all, Rudolph. All right, can I get some shout outs for some Rudolph going on here? So, oh boy, everybody. Do I get it? Are there any little hearts, any love out there for this little Rudolph? I think he's so great because in addition to them really capturing the look and the character, that cute, adorable little face that we have all known to love from from that famous 1950s little animation special. They've added to him with some little embellishments and given him his little scarf. It's embroidered. That's really nice. That's a really added cool extra feature there. He's embroidered with his name Rudolph. And oh my gosh, look at that. He has his little earmuffs because, it gets cold out there. Although it is kind of funny that here's his little ears. So I guess these are to keep his little cheeks warm. There you go. So, and then, they come in different little sizes. And here's another little Rudolph plush. And I like, again, he's got a scarf as well, but his is a slightly different color. They all seem to have a lot of consistency in his little facial expressions. So I want to give him a little shout out for that. And I think these guys are really cute. Now, one of the things that came out as I was working on these specials and stuff, some of the comments that I got were I introduced a character that a lot of people weren't familiar with. And to be honest, I wasn't that familiar with this character either. And maybe some of you, and if you guys know, you can educate us in the comment section. But rumor has it, have you heard that Rudolph has a girlfriend? A girlfriend? Are you serious? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And so I'd like to introduce you to Rudolph's girlfriend. And, oh my gosh, look at the two of them together. Can you just see them having a cute little, oh. Maybe I should give them a room. Oh. Enjoying the spirit of the New Year's, and they're going to have their little New Year's kiss, right? Oh, they're kissing. Yes. And so, apparently, I realized I could have done the reveal. Okay, does anyone know the name? Did anyone read the name on the scarf? Does anyone know the name of Rudolph's girlfriend? I'm going to give you guys, those of you in the chat section, a chance to guess. Are you typing? Are you typing the letter? If I told you that the first letter begins with C? Do you know? Do you know? No? No? No, I don't believe... No, that's not from the original stop-motion movie. That was just about Rudolph being... No, so this would have been the spin-off. This probably would have been... no, not Crystal, not Celia. Oh, I'll give you a hint. Think Silence of the Lambs. Yay! That, Don, I'm sorry, I'm trying to read your name. Don Dama. Yes, you got it! There it is. Oh, I'm sorry, TikTok throws things backwards, doesn't it? Clarice! So Rudolph and Clarice are... Yes! You got it! Good one. You know your Silence of the Lamb movie. That's great. Or you knew her name to begin with. I should know. You didn't need the hint. Am I right? Am I right? Yes, congratulations are in order for somebody who guessed that, because I didn't guess that. Now, where does she come from? Well, she definitely comes from a marketing agency who said, hey, we've sold so many of these little boy Rudolphs, but, we can make some money if we could sell a little girlfriend too. So, oh, thank you for spreading joy. Yes, right on. Hey, I'll tell you what, if you enjoy that I'm spreading joy, do so yourself. Yeah, take my lead. Spread some joy in the world. Have some fun. Don't be afraid of the haters. Don't be afraid of judgment. Actually, I've been quite fortunate. I haven't had a lot of people in here yelling at me, going, what the hell are you doing with your silly reindeer outfit, playing with your little plush dolls? But hopefully everybody gets it, that we're having a good time. So, let's see. Are we, okay, we've gone through our Rudolph plush. Sit tight, folks. We got a few reindeers to get through here. Okay, so... while we're still here with some of these characters around, let's talk about some of the other lesser-known reindeer. These, I think, are very impressive, very cute reindeer plush. Again, and some of you may be wondering, where do you get all these plush from, right? Okay, there is no magic place. There is no... I'm not selling these things. I honestly, I find them everywhere. I would say, a lot of these you will find, actually came from the grocery store. Some of them come from pet stores. Some of them come from discount stores. Your Ross, your Ross Dress for Less, your Home Goods. Some of them come from the Goodwill. They come from everywhere. And of course I can't forget our famous, Amazon. Some of the really special ones come from Amazon. But anyway, so I wanted to tell you about some of the features of this particular one that I think are really cool. And I actually am going to play with the camera here a bit. Oh, by the way, look at that. It's snowing outside. How fun is that? We're up here in the Pacific Northwest, folks. So, this is kind of a nice, this angle changes things up a bit. Okay, so again, as we're discussing some of the cool features of some of these reindeer can actually, they have mechanical metal armature, so that you can bend the little characters' little legs and they will hold their place. Kind of like the little bendy characters from, back in the, I don't know, if some of you are probably too young to remember the little bendies, but early days, those were some of the toys that we had, and they were just little plastic little figures with little metal bendable armatures, and you would just sort of bend them in the positions you wanted. You kind of think of like, I was going to use Gumby as a reference, but then that's an old reference too. If you knew Gumby, you probably know about bendies. Anyway, but hey, check out these fun reindeer. Okay, so what are the favorite things that I like? What do I like about these reindeer? What drew me to them and made me say, these are really special. Well, one of the things is I love when characters have all sorts of really articulate, or not articulate, but the embellishments, the really special accessories. And this one goes all out. They're kind of made to look like maybe they're supposed to be little toys because their little joints have these little buttons, like the little leg is affixed there, like this is supposed to be a little toy reindeer. And then there's these little knit, little hoof warmers, which, you know, I think that these are, I'm assuming they're supposed to be like little leg warmers that cover them up. Although, as you know from the Folkmanis puppet, that the reindeer already have their own little natural little warmers to keep their little hooves warm there with the fur. So maybe these are supposed to be representing the fur. But anyway, they're very cute. And these are wool knit, like little sweater knit little characters there. And then, do you see that she's got the little sweater knit vest and the little knit cap? And look at that. And this is actually a whole, this whole little, the little jumper is Velcro. And so that's like your little ski parka that you dress up in. So, yeah, I just thought that is a really fun, you know, you take a really cool plush character. Oh, I also like what they did with the fabrication on the antlers here. It's very fun. They really played with different types of fabric there. So, yes, if I were to rate on a scale of like 1 to whatever, give a high rating to these reindeer. I think they are wonderful. If you agree, yeah, go ahead, tap your screen, give them some little hearts. Do you guys any love for our little trio of sisters here? Anyone? Oh, yeah, I saw a heart. It was there. It was brief. Oh, there it is. I see a couple. Okay, yay! I saw 3 hearts for 3 little sisters, right? And yeah, we could see them singing a little trio or something, right? Having all sorts of fun. Okay. How are we doing, folks? Are you having fun? Are you enjoying our little perspective on all the reindeer? Yeah, there's a few of them, but I think they're terrific. So I had mentioned that you can find great little plush characters in pet stores, little pet toys. Because, you know, when you see them on screen or in a puppet show, nobody necessarily has to know if they're a plush, if they're a puppet, if they're a toy. And, you know, the difference between a plush and a puppet, well, that's a trick question. Maybe you guys, does anyone in the comments have an idea of the difference between a puppet and a plush? I'm going to say there is no difference because I guess you could argue that a puppet, you know, the hand controls, but then I would argue that, well, then in this case, here, my hands are controlling this character, and look at that, he is moving along. But one of the ways you can know that if you're trying to figure out, is this a puppet, a plush, or a pet toy, generally, if it has a squeaker in it, if it makes a noise when you squeeze it, you have a pet toy. Also, if it has a little pull tab on it there, that generally means it's a pet toy. For those of you who have pets and are playing with pet toys, I believe the idea is that you know, you drag the little character along and oh, God goes there. Also, sometimes you'll know it's a pet toy too if it's got the crinkly sound in there. And for those of you with pet dogs or animals, maybe you can share, give us a little nod, a little shout out on there. Do you do shows? Yes, I do shows. Yes, we have themed shows, and you can see them. You can try to watch them on my profile here on TikTok, but if it's a little hard, you can also go to ThePuppetHideaway.com, And there they are done in playlists with chapters, so you can kind of see the journey of the different characters that get there. But yeah, for those of you who are looking for my content, you can find The Puppet Hideaway on all your social media channels. So I am on Instagram. You can find us, YouTube. Please check out my YouTube channel, The Puppet Hideaway. And again, the YouTube channel, you can go to the playlist and you can watch and see the stories unfold there. I do my shows, my puppet shows in little chapters. And that's just because of the nature of social media and everybody wants their media in like little snippets. Also, if you go to hi, how am I doing? I'm doing fine, thank you. Yeah, so for those of you who are just joining us, we're saying goodbye to our little reindeer friends before we put them away for next year. They all came out and helped us make Christmas special, and now it's time for them to go hang out as we bring in a whole new batch of puppets for the upcoming shows in 2022. Now, if any of you wanted to see some of the early puppet work that I did, I had a character who was on television on a Fox affiliate in Austin, Texas. I also did some puppet shows and little puppet movies and whatnot. If you go to ThePuppetHideaway.com and go to the Time Machine section, you can go and see some of the work that I did in my early days. And that's some of the stuff that, in front of live audiences with, puppet stages and some of your more traditional puppet stories. And some of those are Christmas related too. So now that if you haven't had enough Christmas yet and you just want to get a last little Christmas show in, you can find that. Again, ThePuppetHideaway.com, go to the Time Machine, and you'll find those shows there. Alrighty. So again, I mentioned some of these come from a grocery store. This is one that I picked up actually just today at so you can probably maybe find these at one of your local stores. This is at the Safeway Albertson chain, and this is got a really nice soft velour or velveteen fabrication on there, which is really nice. Again, some of the embellishments, I love the little bells that jingle jangle there. And nice little furry collar. And I'm assuming the little red nose there is supposed to be that it's perhaps Rudolph, or maybe it's just cold outside and the little nose has got red. So, okay, let's see with that. Okay, well, we were talking a little bit about the pet toys, so we got a few more little reindeer we'll go through here. This little guy, again, I think is fantastic because he has his little snow boots on, and again, you see they've had a lot of fun, right? Because of the reindeer having the little fur on the top of their hoofs there. Well, they've made it out like it's the little fur top to their little boots. And because this is a pet toy, the legs are actually these little ropes, and dogs love to tug and pull on those. And nice little seasonal fabrication there on the antlers and the scarf. And I think he's really great. Now, this character, as you can see, some of the reindeer have different color fur. And if those of you who've been watching my show, you may have learned you love the accessories, right? Yeah. That's a good thing to keep in mind as you're working with characters, if you're developing your own puppet characters, or even if you're drawing or whatever. Oh my gosh, so much of it, it's the little add-ons that really make the character stand out. So yeah, I agree. The little accessories really make this terrific. And sent before likes, have a great day. Oh yeah, great. Okay, yes, have a great day. Yes, for those of you who need to run, I understand. It's a big, busy day. This is New Year's Eve. For those of you who are still with us, we were talking about the different types of fur. As you recall from our shows, that there are the reindeer, depending on the regions and areas that they hang out in, have different color fur. And so those in the northern regions and the more Arctic areas, they have lighter color fur. And those that are in the more southern regions, those are the reindeer you find with the darker fur. So depending on where you spot your reindeer. So if you find the reindeer here in America, you're going to find North America, I guess. I guess that's Canada. Anyway, those will tend to be, I think, a little darker. And then as they get further north, closer to the Arctic and the North Pole, they'll have a little bit of lighter color. Now, I think Folk Manus did a pretty good choice because that fur, I would say, is kind of a little bit in the middle. So they've got a little reindeer that kind of covers all the regions. Okay, so now let's see. Are we? Oh well. All right. Wait, hold on. We got. Oh, there's just so many. Again, more fun, crazy little pet toys. So this reindeer, I think, is especially cute and fun because he's got this really crazy star pattern, and I think this character can be a lot of fun because you can easily add strings to him, and with a coat hanger up above, or a wooden armature type or apparatus. I could see this becoming a really fun marionette. Could be a rod puppet. Can be anything. So again, I would emphasize, how much fun you can have with, basically, I guess what I'm telling you is you don't have to necessarily go and buy puppets or look up puppets per se. Anything can become a puppet. And for those of you who've been watching my content, you'll see that I show you how it's done. And he is really fun. I love the legs on this character. And, and you can even see him so if we have, this is your stage, right? You can just totally see this little character talking to the crowd and carrying on. And he can sort of introduce the show. And, And then, here's some other really cute. And again, he squeaks, right? So if he squeaks, what does that mean? We know he's a pet toy if he squeaks. And here's another great one. Look at him. He's got the cute little bow tie. So he's quite the little gentleman. Right there. Look at this little one. And are we finishing? We got a couple more. This guy's really good. This little reindeer, he's got, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. God, you can see some little puppy, little character having fun with him. But again, I love the fact that they're really floppy, and you can bring the little characters to life. It just takes some manipulations with your hands, rods, puppets, something. That's the real trick to doing puppetry. And last but not least, and again, some of the fine details. Look at that little embroidered scarf. Isn't that something? And again, we've got... Okay. So with that, here's another little special. Check out that little reindeer, huh? What do you think of that? This one actually comes from the United Kingdom, UK. It's over there in Europe. And it is actually made of felt, which is a fabric that you will find felt used sometimes with puppets and with characters. It's not as tough and sturdy as some of the other fabrics, your fur or your velveteens and some of the other ones. So I've actually found in my experience that some of the puppets that I have that are made of felt, if you use them a lot and you work with them, you'll find that you can actually wear the little fibers apart, and you can actually wear little holes in them and stuff. So something to keep in mind. Here's another great little reindeer character. And the thing I love about this one is I love the colors that they chose here with this one. We talked about the different colors of fur and that, and I think when you're designing characters and stuff, you can go for trying to do realistic colors. Your dogs are going to hear that. Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about. For those of you who have your pets there in the house, they might hear some of this going on. But Yeah, but keep in mind when you're coming up with your characters and stuff, that you can have a lot of fun with your colors and stuff, and that they can. You can go with realistic colors, and you can try to match, the actual colors of the character, or you can go in another direction and, just have a lot of fun with it and have ones with crazy patterns on them, or as they've done in this case, they've just, they've gone with the crazy red antlers that matches his scarf, and, he's, I guess, your little white, or, no, he's gray, actually. I guess he's a little gray. Little reindeer. So there we are. There's fun with that. And then so now we're gonna get into some little animatronics, and then we'll have a little section time for some Q&A. If you guys are still with us, if you're enjoying the show, thank you very much for watching and sticking with us. Now these are amazing reindeer, and this is actually this is branded with FAO, which is FAO Schwartz Toy Company. So I'm not exactly sure who the manufacturer was, but this was their store brand. And for those of you who've been watching my shows on the profile, you will have seen me brag about these. And again, I point out, I love the fact that when they design a plush character and it's like well seated, I think that's really neat. And the other trick, to give you guys a little quick lesson, when plush and puppets and characters are manufactured, when you put the fur, and there's a seam line that goes down, and it goes through the machine, and then they invert it and sew it together, and then then they stuff it, right? Which is what you've seen here. Well, so then what you'll see is you can see that there is a seam that goes down the back of the character right there. You see that? All right. And the thing is that many people may just say, wow, yeah, that's a seam. That character has a seam. You got to live with it, right? No, that is not the answer. Happy New Year. Yes, to those of you who need to go, especially on the East Coast. It's 6 o'clock. I realize it's getting into dinner and party time for you guys. But you can take a little seam ripper, and right there, all you do, you see it? You see that right there? You just pull out a little bit of fur in between the two right there, right? And you just pull and pull. And if you don't have a seam ripper, you can use any little small, a little small screwdriver will work. I'm sure you could probably do it with a toothpick. Any small little piece will do it. And then you just go down each side, and all you're doing is you're just pulling the fur out of the seam, because the only problem here that you have is that the little fur have just gotten stuck in that little seam. And once you pull it out, right, then that's the magic of fur. Here, I'm going to do this little area right here to show you how this works. You pull that little bit of fur out there, and then you fluff it up, and then that's what's really cool, is then it completely disappears. And you do a nice little job of that, and you will not even see it, because then the little hairs in the fur completely cover up the seam. So, typo, I didn't mean it. Okay, I have the guy, we love to keep up the good work. Oh, sure, yes, I'm keeping up the good work. Real cool. Yeah, good. Glad you guys enjoy that. Hey, all right. So, that's our little reindeers for you. So, now, are we ready to change our set here? And I'm just going to show you. So, to explain how some of this works for you guys, these backgrounds that you'll see on a lot of my little segments, these are, there's these tripod photo backdrop stands. So this is a stand that you set up, and then you can get these backdrops that you clamp the top on there, and they're very easy to use. They're they're not terribly expensive, and they work really, really, really well. And there we go. Ta-da! Hello, and welcome to the next little chapter here of our reindeer special. We, for those of you who are joining in, do you have a green screen? Yes, I do. And exactly, the green screen works exactly the same way. You just attach the green fabric on the back there. Yeah, I tend to use a little bit of both. Yeah, I guess these are better when if you're doing live performances or that too. But anyway, but for now, yes. But thank you for whoever pointed that out. Yes, green screens are definitely a good way to go. Yeah, no green screen today. This is actually just a printed little screen of a nice little winterscape. And okay, so with that, I'd like to talk a little bit now about animatronics and the fun you can have with that. And you know, one of the questions that comes up is, are animatronics, are those puppets? And I would argue that yes, they are. Just because you don't put a human hand inside the character to bring it to life, in my opinion, yes, it is still a puppet. Oh, hey, I don't know, by the way, here, check these out. Speaking of animatronics, here we have some crazy little reindeer heads. Yeah, I think it's a little too much. All right. Okay, so we're just going to stick with our little reindeer hoodie here. Okay, so with that, I want to introduce you to more of our little reindeer friends, and these are little animatronic characters. And the first one, let me pull this a little closer so that I can read your comments and you can see the character really well here. Okay, so this is Rudolph, and it's over here. Oh, check that out. All right, well done, Rudolph. Give you a little shout out there. Good job. Nice. And again, so love these little characters. These, again, you'll find these in your drugstores, grocery stores, wherever you find novelty toys. But again, I think these can also be fun little characters, to add to your shows and stuff. And you can even have the little character. You can move the little character as such and have it do its little dance and character. Or sometimes even some of these characters. Now here's another little Rudolph. And as you recall, right, we saw the earlier Rudolph plush. Let me grab it again for reference so you can see what I'm talking about here. So you can tell, right? They've done a nice job of kind of matching the pattern. It's pretty much the same character, except this one's really cool. Are you guys ready? Okay, Rudolph. Here, I'll tell you what. Let's grab Clarice, his girlfriend. And there's Rudolph hanging out in his little winter wonderland by the park bench. And then he spots his girlfriend. Oh, here's Clarice. And okay, Rudolph, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna show her your stuff? Show her what you're made of? Okay, come on. Uh-oh. It's showtime, Rudolph. There we go. Woo! Oh, come on. Yay! How great is this? Oh, I love your dance moves, Rudolph. Oh my gosh. Do it. Spin for me, baby. Look at that. Okay, you TikTokers, you got your competition right here. Look at that. Try matching those moves, huh? So, anyway, there's some of your dancing Rudolphs there for you. All right. So, yeah, we're saying goodbye to our little reindeer friend as we put them away, or as they head back to the North Pole, because we're getting ready for 2022, and we got to make new room for new characters and new puppets. And our reindeer were here just to help us spread the holiday cheer to everyone. And now they got to go back and, rest up and get ready for the next holiday. So these little guys are going to sing you a song, and they can actually, if I can do this right, they can do this next song in 2-part harmony with the 3 of them. I just have to be really good with this. Okay, you guys ready? Are you listening? Here we go. How fun is that, folks? So, I believe that is called 2-part harmony, right? You got the one sings the first little portion, and the other 2 bring in the rear, right? Yay! That sounds so great when you have the 2 characters doing it together. So I thought, hey, if 3 Rudolphs singing 2 parts sounds so great, then wouldn't it sound great if you had a whole little choir of Rudolphs singing all sorts of different parts? And I thought it was such a great idea. And I was like, this is going to be brilliant. It's going to be the Rudolph choir extravaganza. But it didn't quite turn out as I had planned. Let me give you a demonstration, and you can tell me what you think. Okay, guys, this is it. This is your moment. Are you ready? You've been practicing. Let's go. I believe in the music world, that is, I believe that's called a cacophony. So, I think that teaches us a good lesson that more is not necessarily better. And with that, now, for them to do their choreography just right, we gotta get them. You gotta get on your marks, on your positions. Okay, everyone. And again, for those of you who are the TikTok dancers and you got your choreography and you got your movements, well, take note, because check it out. We have little robots who are going to give you a run for your money. And let's go, Rudolph! Yeah! Whoa! Woo! Yeah! Oh my gosh, there they go. And the best part is, folks, they're still dancing. Woo! Hey! All right, yeah! Can we get a little shout out for the dancing Rudolphs? Oh, yeah, come on, tap on your screen. Give them some little hearts. Let's give these little guys some love. Yay! All right. Woo! Oh my gosh, these guys are so much fun and full of so much holiday cheer. All right, and then now we can bring the little tone down for a little bit. Ooh, do you hear the bells? Check out these two little folks. These are little old school gentleman reindeer. Little gent and lady. You can tell they are out for a lovely evening. Out in the snow in the winter wonderland. Perhaps they're just dating, courting. Or maybe they've been together for a while. They seem pretty happy either way. Anyway, I wanted to show you again all the different little types of reindeer that we've had here at the Puppet Hideaway. And down here by the fire, I'm gonna sit here for a second. And again, here's a couple of new little ones. I love these characters. Again, we talked about the fact that these don't necessarily need to be realistic colors. So these I think are really fun because they are crazy plaid characters. And listen to that, the jingle bells. How much fun is that? Am I right? And then one more good, and these little guys hanging out here. There's one behind me there, one here. And again, these are more little fun, little reindeer pet toys that we have going on there. And then this little guy, check him out. Ooh, this is from Build-A-Bear. And I love the fact that he has a little knit sweater and his cool little knit cap and wonderful fabrication on his little antlers there. So he is really good. So with that, let me get my little reindeer buddy friend back. And what a fun afternoon, early evening. Everybody, I sure have had a lot of fun sharing all of these crazy little reindeer characters with you. It has been a whole lot of fun sharing them with you. And oh yes, it's gonna be fun to get back to the North Pole, though we have missed it, but it's been great to be here at the Puppet Hideaway. We have enjoyed hanging out with all of your friends. Why, thank you, my little buddy. So, for those of you out there who are still with us here on our live, thank you very much for watching. And we want to wish everybody a very happy new year. It's going to be exciting. 2022 is ahead of us. And with that, we have lots to look forward to. We have so much to be thankful for as we tend to look back over 2021. If you guys want some fun entertainment, feel free to check out my profile. If you're not following me yet, please follow. And you can see all the crazy fun that we've had with all the different characters who've come to the Puppet Hideaway over the past year in 2021. In fact, 2021 is when we started out, when the Puppet Hideaway came to be. So this was a very big year for us. And 2022 is going to be even bigger and more exciting because, like I said, we have a lot of more characters and stories and fun stuff to share. So we want to give a big shout out to all of the fans out there. I want to thank you for joining us live. And thank you. Have a very happy New Year's, okay? Yes, happy 22! Yay! Hey everybody! Thank you for watching. We had so much fun with our reindeer special. For those of you who missed it, don't worry. We're going to be going live again in 2022 here on Instagram and on TikTok. Stay tuned for more!
Hideaway, Hideaway, Hideaway.